Hi guys, it's Mrs. Applegarth again. We're going to go through Chapter 11, Section 2, Surface Area of Prisms and Cylinders. So we are going to calculate the areas of all of the shapes we've just looked at. So let's look at the definition so we can all be speaking the same language. Please write this down. A prism is a polyhedron with two congruent faces. So if you look at this one right here, the two congruent faces for this guy are this triangle in the front here and this triangle in the back here. They're both congruent. Bases are considered the repeating shape. So the two congruent faces are the bases of your shape. If you look, the rectangular prism has several options. You could pick the two in the front and the one that matches it in the back. Or you could flip it and have it be the one on the right is matching the one on the left. Or you could flip it and it's the one on the top matching the one on the bottom. And really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter with the rectangular prism, but our more bizarre shapes, it does matter. You want to look for the two bases are going to be the ones that have the repeating shape. Because everything else is just rectangles. So there's two repeating shapes, that's the bases, and everything else is rectangles. Height of your prism is the line segment that connects the two bases. So for this one, it would be from here to here. That's a height. Surface area is the sum of the area of the faces. So it is the area of the front, top, side, back, bottom, and the left. So you find the area of each one and add them all together, and that is your surface area. We're going to be talking lateral area quite a bit, so that's different than surface area. The lateral area is the sum of the areas of the lateral faces. It's as if I was going to give my prism a hug, and my arms, whatever my arms wrap around, this is my little hand. I know, I'm such a good drawer. It's my other arm. So whatever your arms wrap around, this is my head. I have kind of longer hair. That with a hug, whatever you touch, that's the area that goes in the lateral area. So for this guy, it would be everything around here. Oh, it's so hugging. But not the triangles. So the lateral area is everything around, not the bases. So we're going to find the surface area of a right rectangular prism. I don't know why this little figure is disturbing me so much, but it is. Find the surface area of a right rectangular prism with a height of 8 inches, a length of 3 inches, and a width of 5 inches. So we're going to get super comfortable with drawing some rectangular prisms. Let me just give you the basic of how to do it. Draw a rectangle. From each corner of your rectangle, have a line shoot. Like, I always do it to the right, but I'm right-handed. So if you're lefty, you could go left-handed. And then a line down here and a line down here. That is the easiest way to do a rectangular prism. And then let's put this guy here. A height of 8 inches, a length of 3 inches, length times width times height. So yeah, I want to put the 8 here. A length of 3 and a width of 5. Okay, find the surface area. So I'm going to put in some ghost lines here. Technically, in drawing terms, they're called hidden lines. I'm going to put them in so we can see the shapes we need to find the area of. Okay, so there are 6 sides to a rectangular prism. So we're going to have to find the area of all 6 sides. So let's go ahead and do the front. The front is this guy right here. He is 3 times 5, because remember the area of a rectangle is 3 times 5. So I'm going to call this the front. And you know what? Because the back is the same, I'm going to say front and back. So the front and the back is this guy back here. So the front and back are both 3 times 5 for the area, which for us is 15. And we're going to times it by 2 because there's 2 of them. So the area of the combined front and the back is going to be 30 inches squared. Okay, so now let's get rid of yellow. So now we're going to do, let's go ahead and do, let's do left and right, and we'll do top and bottom last. So the left side and the right side. So here's my right side. Here's my left side. So it is 5 times 8, so this is left and right. It's going to be 5 times 8, which is 40, and then we're going to times it by 2 because there is one on the right and one on the left. So 40 times 2 is 80. All right, and then let's go ahead and do top and bottom. So here's the top. Here is our bottom. So it's going to be 3 times 8, which is 24. And then double that because there's 2 of them, a top one and a bottom one. So it's 48. Oh, we're going no calculator on this. It's going to be phenomenal. So we're going to add those together. It's going to be in square inches. 0 plus 0 plus 8 is 8. And 3 plus 8 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. So we have 158 inches square for our surface area. Okay, would you like to know the formula for finding a right rectangular prism? Okay, let's do it. In fact, we're going to do it for all right prisms. So the surface area of a right prism, make sure you guys are underline this similar to how I'm going to do it, is surface area is equal to 2 times the area of the base. B is the area of the base. P is the perimeter of the base. We're familiar with him. And H is the height. This will be exciting. So let's look at our right rectangular prism. Let's go ahead and we'll use the bottom. Actually, let's use the front as our base. Okay. We'll use the front as our base. So the front is going to be our base because his matchers is in the back. So the matchers back here. Okay. So the area of our base, big B, is 10 times 6. I know what that is, it's 60. And the perimeter of the base is 10 plus 6 plus 10 plus 6, 26, 32. And the height is 6. Sorry, the height is 5. Now listen to me. Now listen to me. The height is 5. It's from the front base to the back base. Okay, let me clear this out so you can see it a little bit better. All right, so let's put all those things in the formula. Surface area is equal to 2 times the area of the base plus the perimeter of the base times the height. So that's 120. Goodness gracious, 32 times 5. We're really challenging us today. $160. And 120 plus 160 is 280. And that is square inches. All right, let's take a look at a different shape we may not be so comfortable with. It's going to be a triangular right prism. So we have the triangle face on the front and his matching, so that's the base. His matching base on the back. The area of a triangle, because we have to find the area of the base. So we have an equilateral triangle, and you're like, oh, Miss Applegarth, I thought we were done with these stupid equilateral triangles. And so it's 7, 7, and 7. So the rule with equilateral triangles is we take the base, we split it in half, and then to get the height of your triangle, I'm not going to make this an H because it's going to be confusing. To get this height of our triangle, it is 3.5, so it's half of our base times a root 3. That is for equilateral triangles. We've seen it, this is probably the 10th time we've seen this. So now we find the area of the base it's a triangle, so it's 1/2 the length of the bottom base times the height, which is 3.5 root 3. And then, so if we put that in our calculator, just, why not? Why not put that in our calculator, my friends? So let's go 0.5, which is the 1/2, times 7, times 3.5, times the square root of 3. And we get 21.2. And that's area, so that's meters square. All right, now we need to find the perimeter of that base. It's 7 plus 7 plus 7. That is 21. And then the distance from our faces, our base to base distance is 5. Oh, another 5. Coincidence. Okay, so now let's put everything together. In the formula, the surface area is 2 times the area of the base plus the perimeter times 5. Times 2 plus parenthesis 21 times 5. Close parenthesis. Equal sign 147.4, and that is an approximate amount because we did some rounding. Okay, so not bad. Just use the formula. Don't deviate. If you stick with the formula, it will serve you right. Okay, so we're going to look at a rectangular-based prism. Ooh, this is fun. This is bonus material. So when you have a cube, the surface area, so it's 4, 4, and 4. So here's the beauty of it. We know the area of one face is going to be 4 times 4. And then how many of them do we have here? Well, we have 6 of them. So the surface area of the cube is another 6 meters squared. So if you want to look for a formula, we can take the side length, square it, times it by 6. So the formula for a cube is 6 side squared. We can put that one in our back pocket just for fun. Okay, let's look at the cylinder. The cylinder is like the right prism's buddy, but without a polygon for the face, but with a circle for the face. We're going to use the same formula. Surface area is equal to 2 times the area of the base, which is the circle, plus the perimeter of the circle. That's the circumference, times the height. I'm going to give you this in a slightly different format so you can see how it relates specifically to the cylinder. So it's the same equation. We're just going to make it cylinder specific. How do we find the area of the circle? It is pi times radius squared. How do we find circumference? It is 2 pi r. So this formula, when you convert it to cylinder speak, is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. I like it. I like the consistency of the 2 pi r in each one. It makes my brain happy. So we're going to use the formula to find the surface area of this cylinder. So the surface area is 2 pi times the radius squared plus 2 pi times the radius times the height. I'm going to show you how to leave your answer in terms of pi, and then we're going to also multiply it out. So we're going to multiply all of our numbers together. 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. 18 pies plus 24 pies gives us a lot of pies. 42 of them. So this is what it would look like if you left your answer in terms of pi, but we're going to go ahead and multiply it through. To get 131.9. Okay, on to example 4. Find the height of a cylinder with a radius of 6.5 and a surface area of 592.19. So we're going to take we're going to take the surface area formula, plug in 6.5 for the radius, and plug in 592.19 for the surface area. So 6.5 for the R. We don't know what H is. He's just going to chill all by himself. For a problem where you're solving, go ahead and don't round your answers. Do all your calculator stuff at the end. 6.5 squared is 42.25. And then times that by 2. It's 84.5. 2 times 6.5 is 13. So we're going to subtract 84.5 pi from both sides. I'll do that on my calculator really quick. Minus 592.19. I'm going to round it here, but in my calculator, I'm going to leave it with all the decimals, all the messy decimals. So it's 326.73. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 13 pi. Sorry, my board management is terrible today. Okay, so leaving it in my calculator, dividing by, parenthesis 13 times pi, equals 8. And that, the height would be 8 centimeters. You know what, I think I can bring, let's bring this over here, just so we have room for it. Okay, so we can use our algebra skills to work backwards and find the height. Look at this fun little roll here. We have like a little paper towel roll, and we want to find the surface area. So we want to find just the regular area of the cylinder, but we're going to minus out the hole. And I don't know why, but my brain would not wrap around like how to spell the right hole. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the area of the cylinder. It is 2 pi r. So we have to find the radius of the whole thing. So it goes, here's the center, this is 1/2, and this is 1. So the radius is 1.5 of the whole thing. Pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. And 12 inches is our height. So let's go ahead and squish all these numbers together. I'm gonna go ahead and find the approximation. So in my calculator, I'm going 2 times pi times 1.5 squared, and that's about 14.1, and 2 times pi times 1.5 times 12. And that's about 113.1, and we're going to add those together. And we get 127.2. Okay, so that's the area of the cylinder, 127.2. Now I need to find the area of the hole, the A-hole. The radius of the hole is 0.5, so we got pi times 0.5 squared. I am just too amused today by things. Thank you. Thank you, math. So it would be 0.25 times pi, and that is going to be 0.785. But guess what? We cannot see. Oh no! There is a hole on the bottom too. It goes all the way through the tube. So we have to subtract out 2 holes. So we gotta take that 0.785 and times it by 2. We get 1.57. Okay, I'm going to do that math in my calculator. 127.2. And we get it is 125.6. So the area, surface area, is 125.6 inches squared. Super fun. All right, guys, take a moment and complete the 11 to practice. Once you complete it, or if you get stuck, come back here and to this video and play the rest of it so you can check your answers. And then our assignment's due on Thursday. Thank you so much for your time. Here are all the solutions to the 11 to practice, page 704, numbers 7 through 21 odd, 23, 29, 40, 53 through 55. Thank you for listening.